an ancient civilization long vanished, yet still echoing through time, stirring curiosity in archaeologists, historians, and those drawn to the mysteries of the distant past, the Sumerians, a name you may have heard in connection with the first cities, the first writing, the first gods. But who were they really? How did they build such a complex culture at the dawn of human civilization? And why do some say their knowledge might not have been entirely human? Let's find out. We begin in the heart of ancient Mesopotamia, between the great rivers Tigris and Euphrates. It was here that the first Sumerian settlements grew into powerful city-states. Uruk, ruled, according to legend, by the demigod Gilgamesh, Lagash, known for its legal codes, and Nippur, the spiritual hub dedicated to the supreme god Enlil. These cities thrived thanks to an advanced irrigation system. The Sumerians built canals, controlled flooding, and turned arid plains into fields of wheat, barley, dates, and cotton. Even today, their engineering would raise eyebrows and admiration. Beyond farming, they mastered metalwork. As early as the 4th millennium BCE, Sumerians were crafting tools and weapons from copper and bronze. And yes, they invented the wheel. Not the Egyptians, not the Indo-Europeans. The Sumerians were the first to use wheels for carts and the potter's wheel. When we talk about the wheel of history, this is where it began. But their most groundbreaking invention? Writing. What started as simple pictograms evolved into cuneiform, wedge-shaped symbols pressed into wet clay with a reed stylus. Thousands of clay tablets have been discovered, containing everything from grain records and legal contracts to hymns and magical formulas. Some hold recipes for healing remedies, love spells, even rituals to summon the gods. Magic? Maybe. Or just an early blend of science, religion, and practical knowledge. Their architecture was just as impressive. In each city, the Sumerians built ziggurats, step pyramids topped with temples. These were sacred structures believed to connect the heavens and the earth. Priests ascended the levels to communicate with the gods. Archaeologists believe the facades may have been decorated with bright mosaics or glazed bricks that shimmered in the sunlight. Imagine a radiant tower rising from the dusty plains. The Sumerian gods formed a rich and complex pantheon. An and Enlil, the sky and wind deities. Enki, the god of water and wisdom. Ninhursag, the goddess of birth and craft. And of course, Inanna, or Ishtar, the fierce goddess of love and war. But the most mysterious figures? The Anunnaki, divine beings mentioned in ancient texts. In the 20th century, author Zecharia Sitchin famously linked them to ancient astronauts. While mainstream scholars reject his theories, they've inspired countless legends, books, and even modern rituals. And then there's the Epic of Gilgamesh, the world's first major piece of literature. It tells of a king who, after losing his closest companion Enkidu, sets out on a quest for immortality. Facing monsters, gods, and deep existential truths, Gilgamesh ultimately learns that immortality isn't about living forever, but about leaving something behind that lasts. A lesson still relevant today. Modern excavations in the 20th and 21st centuries have unearthed thousands of tablets, temple relics, and ziggurat remains. Yet so many questions remain. How did the Sumerians achieve such metallurgical skills so early? What secrets lie in the texts we haven't yet decoded? And could the great flood myths, echoed in cultures worldwide, have originated in real Mesopotamian disasters? Geologists say yes. There's evidence of massive floods, and ancient stories often share uncanny similarities. Today, the Sumerian legacy lives on, in museums, in scholarly works, and strangely enough, in modern esoteric practices. Some meditate to Sumerian hymns, craft amulets from ancient recipes, or chant cuneiform texts aloud to feel the power of the word. It's a fascinating blend of science and wonder. You don't have to believe in the myths, but you can let them inspire you. The Sumerians weren't just a civilization of the past. They laid the foundation for writing, law, and urban life. And their myths continue to spark our imagination and curiosity, reminding us that even the oldest stories still have something new to reveal. Thank you for listening. Until next time, keep searching, keep questioning, and never stop being curious.